Um, it's a blessing to be back. To be honest, like when I was on that stage press conference, I kind of got emotional a little bit. Like, wow, I'm back here again where I started. And just how Stephanie White was speaking so highly of me. Like, I'm like, this is where I need to be at, and this is where I belong. And I'm just so happy to be able to come back and handle some unfinished business.
Are some of those memories flooding back of you and your first couple of years and just trying to figure out the WNBA and now where you are right now?
Absolutely. It was flashbacks a little bit. It was flashbacks a little bit. Just like wow, me from being a baby Tosh to a grown Tosh. Like it's just phenomenal. Just where I came and like Steph said, just taking those steps in the league and not jumping any steps and just just taking it day by day in my career and just learning bit by bit by other players as well.
I'm sure every team would have loved to have your services. So, why is Indiana and this opportunity the right one for you?
I just feel like I'm supposed to be here. Um, uh, and God worked in mysterious ways, and He put me back where I started. And like I said, we still have unfinished business since 2015. So
You mentioned that unfinished business. The Fever make that championship run. You go all the way to the finals, a win away from winning a championship, something you've had the good fortune of doing at three different stops in your career. How much do you think back to that series early in your career, especially now as you come back to Indiana and try to bring that success back here?
um, it's almost like a nightmare now. Going back and just watching that game again. It's like we should have won that, but that's in the past. And like now, we have a young group that's hungry and ready to win a championship. We added new pieces, so I'm really excited about that. And I just can't wait to get things going and helping this young group learn and tell them this is what it takes to win the championship. And at the end of the season, that's what we're gonna be holding up.
You can tell as
I really think this is a great fit. I mean, and I could tell how genuine Natasha is, and the fact that this is where she started her career, her professional basketball career, and then this is where she's most likely going to finish it. I'm assuming it's just a full circle moment for her and her family, and I'm sure this is where she's going to want to eventually retire in the Indiana Fever jersey, and hopefully get herself in the Hall of Fame and get herself a championship, another championship, and that would be 3 or 4 for her, I believe. I think 4, and that would be good for her. So I think the biggest thing, and I keep saying it, is like this. Like, look, the Indiana Fever were already good. I really think they added good pieces, but they're adding very high character professional athletes. Like, they're adding some really, really professional athletes who have a track record of putting in hard work, not skipping days, and really being um, seasoned vets to just show a young team how to carry themselves so they could get to a championship. So, I mean, I really cannot stop listening to her interviews. Um, Well spoken young lady. And I know she probably only has 3 years left in the league or something like that, maybe, depending on how in shape she stays, maybe 4. But I think this is a really good fit, and I could definitely see her bringing home a championship with this Indiana Fever roster. So I'm just excited, man. I'm excited. And I'm excited for her. I feel like she's in the spotlight, and I feel like someone who's been through that grind and stuck through it. Same with Kelsey Mitchell. I feel the same way with Kelsey Mitchell. Like, look, you've been with the organization for what, 7 years? You went through all the bad times, all the times where everyone shit on your name. Like, oh, it's just the Indiana Fever. They're not making the playoffs. They're going to win 7, 11 games a year. Who cares about them? Nobody wants to go play over there. You're signing Erica Wheeler to $200,000 contracts just to keep someone there, and um, I feel like she deserves everything coming to her. All the brand deals, sponsorships, endorsements, pay, salary, amazing teammates, amazing point guard, winning basketball culture, a new front office, a new head coach, a great facility on the way. I feel like these things are deserved and well earned. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
As you're talking here, just the experience and the leadership that you're going to be bringing. Can you describe how you feel the most different, maybe as a person and a player as you make this comeback here than maybe your first stop in your WNBA career version of Natasha Howard?
I just feel like I've grown a lot as a person. Just seeing a lot of things when it comes to this business. So it opened my eyes to a ton of things that I wasn't taking. I feel like I was taking a lot for granted when it came to like my talent and stuff, and just as a player, I feel like a lot of teams didn't really appreciate me how they should, and I feel like coming back here, this organization really appreciate me as a person and as a player, and they also happy that I'm back as well, and bringing that experience and winning championships to this organization. So I'm just really, really honored and blessed to see a team that appreciate me and that won't, dim my light.
100%. I appreciate the answer there, and I get it. When you're in a league, you could be in the shadow. You could be in the shadow, and like I just said, everything she's gone through, she's a champ. Her name is gonna get put on the map now, and she knows it, and that's their goal. The Indiana Fever front office want to make her a star. There will be stars in the Indiana Fever jerseys this year. Stars. You already got Kelsey Mitchell. You already got Caitlin Clark. You already got Aaliyah Boston. You already got these are stars. Not like, but they're fan, like this is what the culture needs. You know what I mean? They need stars. Cunningham will be a star in Indiana. DeWanna Bonner is going to be a star in Indiana. Natasha Howard will be a star in Indiana. So, like I said, everybody's going to want to come play here. It's going to elevate them, and they know that. And Cunningham said it best before. Hey, I'm all for Caitlin. I'm all for Caitlin. I love it. And if anything, you guys need to learn how to take advantage of the spotlight. Don't disrespect her. Get in the spotlight. You deserve it, right? That's what you guys say. You've been in this league, and now the eyes are on you. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. So I love her. I love Natasha's approach. I think the biggest thing is her energy. I think she's going to fit this roster perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. And I think, honestly, she's going to season Aaliyah Boston. I think Aaliyah Boston's going to turn into she's already a good pro, but I think Natasha Howard takes Aaliyah Boston under her wing. I think this is going to turn into, AB is going to turn into a really good pro, like a really, really good pro. Really, really good pro. So let's continue.
It's interesting that you say that, because as you were sitting there on stage, it kind of struck me that you've got Stephanie White to your left, and then Kelly Krauskopf to your right, and Amber Cox to the right of her. And you have relationships with all three of those women. You're not just coming back to a team that you played on before. You're coming back to an organization and people that you know very well. How significant was that as you are making this decision to come here?
Because I trust those ladies. Played with Steph my second year in the league, and Amber Cox was with me in Dallas, and Kelly, the one that drafted me when I first got here, and she trusted me, and she's seen the process that I've grown since I left here, and also coming back. So without those ladies, I won't be here right now. So I'm really grateful and thankful that they put in everything to get me back here, and I'm happy to be back here because they did their part. So
I think
100% chemistry. Chemistry. The Fever know who they're bringing here. They're not bringing some crazy attitude person who's going to be a locker room cancer. No. They drafted this girl. She played with Coach White. She has chemistry, and she has their loyalty. She has their loyalty and relationship. She's in good standing with everyone, and everyone's in good standing with her. She knows where she's going. She's going to get treated the right way. And that's what you want out of an organization, especially in a league like this one. Natasha Howard knows she's going to get treated very well in Indiana. She's already getting treated very well. Look at this. Full production for an interview for Natasha Howard. Multiple interviews, multiple dinners I've seen. This is love right here. Who doesn't want this? You feel wanted.
Fever fans watching this, they hear that, and it makes them so excited because you have the experience and you know what it takes to win a championship. You know the type of roster it takes, the type of makeup it takes. Clearly you wouldn't be here, you wouldn't have signed here if you didn't feel that was the case. But as you look at the ladies that are going to be around you, it seems evident that you feel that is completely accomplishable here right away for the Fever.
Absolutely. Just watching Fever last season is how young they were and also how they made it to the playoffs, like as a young group. Like you really don't see that a lot in WNBA. So, but I was just really proud of their work ethic, how they were so hungry and they were passionate about winning games and stuff. They had each other back, they trust each other out there, and that's the type of team and organization I want to be on.
I want to ask you about a couple players specifically, and let's start with somebody that you're likely going to spend a lot of time in the front court with, Aaliyah Boston, a young, budding superstar. What do you anticipate that relationship being like with her, both on and off the floor?
That relationship is going to be really, really good, really tight. She's going to be like, that's going to be like my little sister. I'm going to take her underneath my wings. Like when I played against her, like I told her something on the court and she took it with her. Until this day, she still remember what I said to her. So I'm really happy that we already kind of got that connecting bond already right now. So I'm just really extremely happy to, guide her and also teach her some of my moves.
If I think of your game, maybe the signature.
This is what I'm talking about. Relationships. I just told you. Natasha Howard's going to be a veteran leader for Aaliyah Boston. She just said, I can't wait to teach her some of my moves. Take her under my wing. Like, same thing what's going to happen with Sydney Colson and Caitlin Clark. Same thing that's going to happen with DeWanna Bonner and Cunningham and Lexi Hall. It's deeper than what you guys think. It's here to develop the young group as well. Sometimes it takes more than just a coach. This is amazing right here.
Thing that stands out above all else is your rim running, kind of dashing across the floor. Flash is the nickname. Even as a rookie, there's no better player in this league at finding players like that than Caitlin Clark. I mean, that's something you've been successful at in all your career, but what do you anticipate that being like, getting to play with somebody that has the vision and the ability to make those passes happen?
It's going to be Caitlin Clark Flash Show. So it's going to be phenomenal playing with a point guard, like you said, that have a good vision on the court. Because that's like as soon as she gets the ball in her hand, she's throwing it up because she already see the person down the court before she even get the ball in her hand. So that's one thing I love about her vision on the court. I really can't wait to catch all those passes and give her all the assists that she needs.
You know well from the couple of Fever and Dallas games last year. I mean, they were shootouts. They were really entertaining games. The team that you're joining is already good offensively, and you're going to continue adding to that. But I think it's defensively that really stands out, maybe where you can make your greatest impact. Former Defensive Player of the Year. You're regularly in the voting for that award. And this is a team that is going to need to take some strides there. 11th defensively last year. Stephanie White should help make a big difference. What kind of difference do you feel like you can help make on the defensive end of the floor?
Just be that quarterback for the defense for us, and just being that vocal on the floor when it comes to defense, and just showing them like the only way we're gonna win games is defense. Like we know we have the talent on offense, but like we need to really buckle down and just play defense because we want to be in that top 5 when it comes to defense, not 11 this season.
As you make your return here, and
she wants to be in the top 5, not in top 5 in defense. I'm letting it be known. We need to tighten up. And Natasha's going to hold you accountable. I don't care who you are. Yeah, she's going to be that quarterback, that anchor, that big dog.
We're sitting in a room that didn't previously exist, and the facilities have seen such an upgrade. And of course, the building across the street that's coming in. I mean, you can just see you smile as you talk about all of that. How impactful are the facilities and the buy-in here from the Fever organization? How impactful is all of that for somebody like you, but for this team as a whole to be able to take that next step?
It's just really good to see this organization doing a lot of things for our sport, because I feel like they know they would deserve the same amount that any other team has, and I'm really happy to be a part of this and also see the growth of this organization and what are they doing for the future.
Yeah, the growth of the organization is undeniable, and somebody in your position, I think, can speak to this really well too. The growth of the league, the growth of women's basketball. It's National Girls and Women's and Sports Day here coming up. Your perspective on just the growth that you've seen over the time in the WNBA, and your excitement for this moment and getting to be an integral part in this moment.
Speechless, to be honest. It's just like the WNBA came a long way. Like, it really came a long way. You see, like, now, like, we have a great locker room. We're getting practice facilities now. Like, we're getting everything that we deserve. And, like, we adding new fans, and the crowds are getting bigger. Like, it's just crazy how, like, the game just grew from since I started until now. Like, it's just the next generation that's doing that for us. And also the vets that's been in the league that's still playing in a like top performance too, also still giving as well. So I'm just really, really grateful that I'm still able to play and still be able to play in this league, and also see the league grow, and also see other organizations, but mainly Fever organization grow and getting the things that we deserve.
You started off.
She's happy. Natasha Howard is happy. She's really trying her best to hold this smile in, but she's happy. You're happy, and he's happy. Indiana Fever, see, it fits her. Look, you got the facilities, you got the point guard, you got the team. Not much more to talk about when it comes to Natasha Howard. I can just get her in the gym with Keith. Get her in the gym. Let's get to work. Aaliyah Boston, walk away from Unrivaled. Bring your butt home back to Indiana. Get in the gym with Natasha Howard, and let's get to training. Forget Unrivaled. Get your ass to the gym with Natasha Howard and Caitlin Clark and Keith. And Kelsey Mitchell's back home. And Cunningham is in Indiana now. DeWanna Bonner, you could get on the flight too. We could start an early training camp. How about that? Lexi Hall. In fact, you could leave Unrivaled too. They got Natisha Heidemann. Go ahead. Oh, I'm sick. I gotta go. We got a season coming up. It's time. Look, man, I'm excited for Natasha Howard. She deserves it. Nothing less, man, shout out to her. Shout out to her family. Shout out to the organization for the Fever. And you guys will keep doing your thing. The front office, you guys are killing it. Cox, you guys are killing it. Kelly, Coach White, I'm at loss of words, bro. I can't wait. It's going to be an exciting year. That's all I'm going to tell you guys, man. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.